Hi, so today's video is, can you use the keto diet to help treat cancer? Okay, it's quite an emotive subject really, and I think it's important to go over this because in this video what I will do is go over the prevalence first of all of cancer today, give an overview of what a ketogenic diet is, and blood sugar and its relation to cancer itself, and some additional benefits of a ketogenic diet for cancer treatments and overall health, and using a ketogenic diet for cancer prevention. And then I'll finish off with a summary of this. So, right, it's first of all, I think when you look at cancer itself and the prevalence of cancer, it's the second leading cause of death in the United States and many countries around the world. Estimated that there's just over 600,000 Americans die from cancer each year. That was in 2020. So there's more than 1,600 deaths a day on average. Now, it's most commonly treated with a combination of surgery, chemotherapy, and I've got an itch, radiation. And over time, many different diets have been used and strategies studied, but none have been particularly effective. Now, interestingly, some early research suggests that a very low carb ketogenic diet may help. Okay. But before all this, I do want to give a warning, really, to anybody. First of all, you should never ever delay or avoid conventional medical treatment of cancer. And it should not replace the alternative treatment, such as a ketogenic diet. It could be used in conjunction, but this you would need to discuss with your own healthcare professional, your doctor, whoever's looking after you. So, okay, first of all, let's have a look what a ketogenic diet is, a brief outline of this. You see, the ketogenic diet is a very low carb, high fat diet that shares many similarities with other types of diets, the low carb ones like the Atkins diet and so on. Now, it involves really reducing your intake of carbs and replacing them with fat, which is quite a bit of a difference to what we're all told to do, avoid fat and all the rest of it. But as well as fat, obviously we have protein, but it's a reduced amount of protein that we take. This change leads to a metabolic state called ketosis. After doing this diet for several days, your fat stores then become your main body's energy source. This really causes a substantial increase in the levels of compounds that are called ketones. These are the ones in your blood, and in general, a ketogenic diet will provide you or give you 70% of your calories as fat, or should I say, as well as 20% of calories from your protein and 10% calories from your carbohydrates. Now, those figures can change. If you're going to increase anything, it would be the fat level. But it's not here to discuss about the keto diet as such. There's another video I've done on this, so you can look at that, all the details and more information in the description. Now, there's various other versions of the ketogenic, though I think it's really to look at this one, not the ones with even higher in fat content. So, why does a ketogenic diet work so well, or potentially, we have to say, work so well in relation to cancer? Well, you see, we need to also look at the blood sugar and cancer itself. You see, many cancer therapies are They're designed to target the biological differences between cancer cells and normal cells. Now, nearly all cancer cells share one common trait, and this is they actually feed off carbohydrates or blood sugar in order to grow and multiply. So you see, when you follow a ketogenic diet, some of the standard metabolic processes are altered and your blood sugar levels go way down, really do go down. So basically this is really what it's actually doing is actually starving the cancer cells within the body of fuel. Now, as in all living cells, the long-term effects of starvation, stopping the food source, it may be that the cancer cells will grow more slowly, even decrease in size, and possibly even all die. Now, it seems possible that ketogenic diet could help reduce the progression of cancer because it causes a rapid decrease in blood sugar levels. So it's certainly something interesting and great possibilities out there. Now, there's some additional benefits of a ketogenic diet as well for cancer treatment. You see, several other processes may explain how a ketogenic diet can aid cancer treatment. But firstly, reducing carbs can quickly lower calorie intake. You see, although the ketogenic diet is not about reducing calories, by the very nature of it, you do reduce calories. So, reducing the energy available to the cells in your body, especially because you're reducing the carbs, in turn, this may slow down the tumour's growth and the cancer's progression. In addition, ketogenic diets can provide lots of other benefits as well. So, we'll look at some of the other health benefits now, such as a lowered insulin level. You see, insulin, this is really important as well in relation to cancer. It's an anabolic hormone. This means that the insulin makes cells, including cancerous cells. It makes the cells grow when it is present. So therefore, if we can actually lower the insulin levels, it may slow tumour growth. The other is increased ketones. If you increase the ketones within the body, cancer cells cannot use ketones as a fuel source. Our body can use ketones, and it does for energy, but cancer cells cannot. They rely on the sugar, on the high carbohydrates normally coming into the body. Now, research in animals shows that ketones may reduce tumour size and growth. There's been more research carried out on animals. Now, the ketogenic diet and cancer in humans is different. Despite there's lots of promising evidence in the animal research, in humans, it's only just really at the beginning and emerging, and largely limited to some case studies, albeit very positive case studies. So currently the limited research seems to show that a ketogenic diet may reduce tumour size and the progression of certain cancers. We have to say this, that it may, because it's not a definitive answer. A ketogenic diet for cancer prevention is something that I think is also worth looking at, because you see some mechanisms suggest that if you have a ketogenic diet, it may help prevent the development of cancer in the first place. It may reduce, should I say, several of the main risk factors for cancer. You see, IGF-1 levels, it may decrease these. IGF-1 is a hormone that actually manages the effects of growth hormone in your body. So, together, the IGF-1 and growth hormone promote normal growth of bones and tissues. Now, growth hormone levels in the blood fluctuate throughout the day, depending on what diet you have and the activity levels that you actually carry out. But IGF-1 levels will always remain stable. Now, the hormone itself plays a role in the development and progression of cancer. So, now this is the interesting thing. The ketogenic diet, because it is shown to reduce IGF-1 levels, and this research does show this, it thereby decreases the direct effects insulin has on cell growth. This may reduce tumour growth and cancer risk over the long term. So if you follow a ketogenic diet, there's some positive things out of that. Now, before I summarise, it's a sort of difficult one, this really. This is my own personal take on this. If I knew somebody, a loved one, that was suffering with cancer, would I be recommending a ketogenic diet to help? Yes, I would. But that's not in place of what their healthcare professional is telling them about their own cancer treatment. If I had it, I wouldn't even think about it. I follow a ketogenic diet anyway, and I do believe it has many benefits. But again, looking to summarise, the animal studies have shown, some good positive things about a ketogenic diet in relation to cancer. And some of the preliminary research on humans or within humans, it may help treat or prevent cancer. So it's really in the early stages, but I think it's an important thing to not rule out. I think that's the most important thing. However, it's to keep in mind that it is still emerging, this research. So you should never avoid, as I said, conventional cancer treatment. No, in favour of alternative treatment like the ketogenic diet or any other diet, to be fair, or any other type of alternative therapy. Now, I hope this helps some of you, and if there's any of you suffering with cancer, or a loved one that is, then discuss this with your healthcare, your professional that's looking after you, because I really do believe myself this can really be of benefit. I know it has worked for many other types of conditions and illnesses, brain health especially, but as I say, I'm going to finish off there now, and what I would like to say is, if you've got something from this video, please subscribe, like and tinkle the bell for notifications of future videos, because I tend to do a lot more. Well, I do on natural therapies, because that is my background. I'm a natural therapist and hypnotherapist, have been for over 20 years, and I like to always look at the alternative approach to healthcare, but that's not to rule out conventional. Okay, I'll wish you all good health. See you in the next video. From me, David H. Bye bye for now, and take care.